What's up, Juventini? Wow, what a day for news. We have a ton to tackle. We have a sacking. We have Juve ready to cut the cord on Paul Pogba. We've got Jonathan David's terms for a contract finally being released. Let's see what it's going to take to sign him. Vlahovic, contract renewal status, and Xerxes to Juve in January. A little bit more surfacing around that rumor. We're going to go through it all together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC channel dedicated to Juventus. It's November 12th. Let's rock with the news. And we kick things off with, unfortunately, a sacking, and that is Paulo Montero. All right, so as expected, he has been relieved of his duties of Juve next-gen coach, and we will see a return of a previous manager, and that is Massimo Brambilla. Not the way we wanted to see it play out for Paulo Montero. Nonetheless, this is the nature of the business when things are not going your way, and they definitely aren't going Juve Next Gen's way, so a change had to be made. Best of luck to Paulo Montero on his future. Now we get to another Paul, and that is Pogba. Paul Pogba, it is coming to an end. The end is here. Apparently very soon it will be finalized, and Juve is looking to terminate Paul Pogba. Mirko Di Natale also states from what he gathers, there is going to be absolutely no severance going Paul's way from Juventus. And yes, they have every right to do so based on what has happened with the doping scandal, regardless of him winning his appeal and the suspension being shortened significantly. Juve still has every right to terminate, as they are about to, according to Mirko Di Natale. Now, some fans stated, why not just wait until he can train? You're still paying minimum until that time, and then he could return in March. Maybe he can help this squad. Are you at that point, or are you ready to say goodbye to Paul Pogba? Where do you stand on this decision being made by Juventus? Hit me in the comments. Now, we get to Jonathan David, one of our top targets at striker on a free coming up this summer. Well, his terms have been released. Apparently, what the Canadian international is looking for in a contract is 5-year term, 6 million euros plus bonuses, and on top of that is looking for an additional 10 million in signing bonus, plus that would cover agent fees as well. Now, to give you some perspective as to where that would stand, Bremer right now currently is at 5 million euros with 1 million in bonuses. So David would essentially be coming in right at that mark, pretty much, making a little bit more with his bonuses, but he's still at half of what Dusan Vlahovic makes, okay? So there you have it. And when it comes to Milik, the backup right now, he's at 3.5 million euros. I don't believe the contract, the terms are really going to be an issue, even that bonus per se. But hey, he is shooting his shot, Jonathan David. That's some big terms there, okay? He's currently making just shy of 2 million euros at Lille as we speak. But will this happen with or without Dusan Vlahovic? For me, I think if we're going to splash to that amount, I believe it's without Dusan Vlahovic, and we may be looking to sell him. As far as the renewal status with Dusan Vlahovic, it is still apparently at a stalemate, all right, with Juve wanting to spread out that salary, and apparently Vlahovic's agent is standing firm that they will not look at spreading that salary out. So as I said a long time ago, I expect this to become a saga much like that of Fede Chiesa, and it may be underway as we speak. Let's see what goes down. Now, in terms of the injury reports, Adzic, we know, has hit there with an adductor problem. Apparently, he is going to be evaluated in December, but it could be more like 30 to 45 days out for Adzic, according to the reports that come out today. Let's see what happens. As far as Nico Gonzalez goes, already little optimism for him making the Milan trip in our next matchup after the international break. All right, so it is just not looking good. I wish I knew more about what was happening with Nico Gonzalez, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Danilo rumors continue to surface about Manchester United's interest in Danilo. With new coach Ruben Amorim set to come in, he wants to go to a 3-back system, and this could be a situation that opens a door for Danilo to go somewhere where he may be able to get in there and get more playing time than what I expect he's going to get at Juventus. You have contradicting reports as to whether he has removed that clause with Juve for 50% appearances, getting him an automatic renewal or not. Mixed reports there, but I don't think it's going to matter, and Juve might be looking to make a change. Could this be a we scratch your back, you scratch our situation with Man United? Because apparently contacts have been made by Juventus, and looking at how open Manchester United is at releasing Xerxes for a loan in January. And Juve apparently, like I said, the reports state, have made contacts. Hey, let's see what happens. That would be one great switch. All right, pull in Xerxes for a loan, offload Danilo, and still bring in Kiwior potentially. Kiwior and Xerxes in January? That would be a lot of help for Juve. Will it happen? I don't really expect it. I expect potentially Kiwior. I still don't expect Xerxes in January. But hey, you know the drill around here. I lay it out for you to play it out. What do you think could be going down? What do you think about all the news you just heard? Let's mix it up. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, all right? But let's mix it up. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on all the news in a busy start to the international break as far as the news goes. You know I'm back tomorrow with another edition. As always, fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.